Hey, what's up, everyone? So today's little working day on my own vehicles. Actually, it's not even my vehicle. So the Integra that I'm supposed to be getting, it was originally supposed to be sold to me for a specific price, and when I went to go deliver it or go get the vehicle, the axle actually snapped. So I got a replacement axle for it, went over there and I went to go change it out. Well, it turns out the diff was actually broken. So the vehicle is here at my house. I am currently pulling the transmission out. That way we can get it replaced before I actually purchase the vehicle. So that's what I'm doing now. Let me turn around and show you guys what we're working with here. JDM front end Integra. I got a GSR motor, LS transmission. I've already started pulling some parts off. I got the axle out, the mount, the torque mount, and the intake manifold out. So I mean, shouldn't be much to it. It's pretty straightforward. I've already got the shift linkage out. Down there, I just need pretty much everything underneath is already done. Now I just need to work up top, get everything off, and get the transmission out. That way we can open it up and assess what's wrong with it. So from up top, I need to get the clutch line off, set aside the ground wire. I need to remove the starter, unplug the speed sensor, get this top bolt out, and get these 3 bolts out, get the motor supported, that way it doesn't fall down. And then after that, just 2 top bolts and this thing should pop out. Alrighty, so got everything out, transmission's dropped. Now I just need to pull it out, jack the car back up, that way I can slide it from underneath and get this bad boy opened up and checked out. Alrighty, we got the transmission out. Get the fork and bearing and put it somewhere where it won't get rained on. Let's see if we can see. No, can't see it here. But turn this bad boy around, flip it up. That should not be like that.
Hey, what's up, everyone? So today's another day. We're up early, about 8 it's not that early, but 8 a.m. on a weekend. We're gonna start getting this car back together. We did receive the transmission back from getting a new diff, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in. I was trying to put it in Thursday while it was still nice and dry, but unfortunately things don't happen as planned, and now we're stuck a little bit in a little bit of wet weather. The ground's still a little bit of wet here and there, but it's all right. Should be, the sun's out, should be dry here in a little bit. So let me open up my garage and get this transmission out. Alrighty, so I got the diff outside here, getting ready to jack the Integra back up. That way we can slide the transmission underneath, get all the stuff out of the way, and hopefully I can get this thing bolted up to the engine. So sorry, I had to open the hood real quick. So I had a little issue, or I feel like I might have a little issue with putting the transmission in. So when I pulled the transmission out, I just undid the bolts and everything, took the axle out. But the only thing I did not do is I left the half shaft or intermediate shaft in there, and I feel like I'm gonna have trouble lining that up, and along with the clutch. But I just want to try to see if I could get that in there without changing anything. Also, I believe it was Tuesday, I went to someone here near locally, that was parting out their Integra, and I was able to cut the trunk area out. It's got a little bit of surface rust. He was parting the car out, and there was no hatch on it, so it's got a little bit of surface rust, but that's no big deal. Still pretty solid. So we're gonna have to cut and weld the old one out. I was also able to get new doors, well, new to me, and it's got all the seals and stuff that's still intact, you know, not dry rotted. So I'm gonna have to at some point change this over onto this car. And he was literally left with nothing but the bones on the Integra, and surprisingly he still had the subframe and rack and pinion left, and I was able to pick it up for like an extra $50. All right, so a few things I want to take care of before we actually put the transmission in is I need to first of all, I need to jack the car up, prep everything, move everything back out of the way, and then I need to go to the transmission. He's in the frame. I need to go to the transmission and grease up some of the like the output shaft and the fork. I think it's called the fork, and the rod bearing, the shift fork, and or not the shift fork. I don't even know what it's called. Throw out bearing, and then the lever thing. That's for it. All right, just a little note to self or anyone that wants to try this. Do not put the transmission on with the intermediate shaft. It is not easy at all. Which I kind of knew that already, but I just wanted to try to see if it was possible. But lining up the intermediate shaft along with the counter shaft, or not counter shaft, output shaft, was just completely like it would never line up. I was able to get it in. What I had to do was put the transmission on, and then I had to support it up and then go to the driver's side and kind of spin the wheel. And when I was spinning, I heard a pop, and then I believe the intermediate shaft went into place. And then after that, you just have to fight the normal output shaft, which was kind of difficult on its own. So never doing that again. All right, guys, so we're on our way to Honda to go grab some MTF fluid for the transmission. Everything's all bolted up nice and tight. I did have to run to my job real quick because I took the 36mm socket over there. So I had to go grab that real quick so I can bolt down the axle nut. But yeah, on our way to Honda, get the MTF. I always run Honda MTF. I don't think there's anything out there that's necessarily better to use. And if there is, I mean, it might be something for like a dog box or something, but I always run MTF from Honda. Works. All right, we got the trans fluid slowly going in. Just kind of working on the car right now. Currently de-ricing the car, taking the splitters off because I think they just look out of place. Looks definitely better, you know, without the splitter. I need to get some double-sided tape and put this thing back on. It's coming off. Get maybe something to clean off this red paint off. It's got some overspray here and there.
Alrighty, so I finished the car a while ago. I had to run and do some errands, but wanted to let you guys see the final results. I mean, you guys know what a B-Series look like. Let's go ahead and throw it in gear and make sure everything works. First gear. Oh, she grabs there. Second gear. Grabs there. Third gear. Moving there. Moves there. Works. And works. Huh, the RPM doesn't work. Interesting. Well, we'll have to get that figured out. Alrighty guys, so another successful day of working on the Integra. That's it for today. Now I'm about to head to Derek's house to grab the RX-7. And if you guys see me, I'll be at IFO tomorrow. Give me a shout out, say what's up. See you guys.